Everyone, welcome back to HowTechs. Today we're going to show you how to change the wallpaper on an iPhone 14 Pro Max, and this also works on a Pro and a non-Pro iPhone 14. So first things first, there's actually more than one wallpaper. There's this lock screen and the background, the home screen. So first let's get to it. So you want to get to settings, and you want to look for wallpaper here. So wallpaper is this kind of, I guess, flower pattern. And so this is the default, this is the current one, I should say, and then you can add additional ones. And this is turning a little bit into the way that Apple Watches work, where you can have like multiple faces that you can scroll through. So in this case, this is the default. Let's add a new one, and now I have a bunch of options. So I can go through, I can pick a specific photo that I've taken on my phone or saved to my phone. I can have it shuffle between a group of photos. I can have it just make an emoji. I don't know what that looks like. Let's see. So yeah, it's just like whatever set of emojis I pick, it'll make some sort of pattern out of them. Kind of ugly. I wouldn't really want to do that personally. I can have a weather one, which looks like basically this set. And I can also do astronomy related ones. The astronomy ones are like this. And then you can also pick colors, which should be like these guys. So let's just look at some of these first. So this is just different sets of tones. So it's kind of vapor and bright and solid. And then you'll also notice, and I'll go through this in more than one case, is you can actually now adjust its home screen layout. So I can add widgets. I can adjust the fonts and the colors. So I can change this one to be whatever, lavender. Let's try something else. I can now pick infinite colors, so I'm going to make it green. Oh, that's pretty ugly. Let's make it dark green, and I can even adjust it specifically if I have the RGB codes. So I can do that, and then I can also change the font, and I can change the date, and I can even change, I guess that's a widget, so I can put in a different widget. So let's say the weather one, and I can put in clocks. So all kinds of stuff. You have options here for that widget, and you can put in widgets here, and now you have wide widgets and square widgets. And so like I could put the battery there is either a square one or a wide one, and it just puts them out now like as like centered. So if I put in more than one, so this is like the air quality, and this is the, I don't know what that is, like the address book calendar thing. And this is my exercise one for my Apple Watch, which this Apple Watch is not tied to here, so it won't show anything. So if I do all these now, like that's what my home screen will do. So let's add this, even though the colors are really ugly. And now I can set it as the wallpaper pair, which means the lock screen and the home screen. So let's customize the home screen, which is the, when the phone is unlocked. And here I can basically pick a completely different set of colors, or I can pick a photo here too. So let's pick a photo. I took a photo of Buzz Lightyear. That's not a very good photo. Let's try a different one. Let's pick a new photo. This should be higher res, slightly better, and I can adjust it. And yeah, there we go. And now I can also change, if I scroll, I can change like the filter. So let's make it black and white Buzz Lightyear. How about that? Or natural. Let's do black and white Buzz Lightyear. Okay, so now my home screen has this background, and I can also blur it or not blur it. I don't know if that's a big deal for you guys. So when this is done now, I have this pair. So I've set the lock screen, and let's see how that looks. Pretty ugly, but you get the idea. And now if I scroll in here, now let's go, now you can see Buzz Lightyear's here. So it's almost too editable. Like there's too much stuff going on. You can make it pretty ugly. I almost prefer when it was simple. So let's go back in here and go back to wallpaper. And so that's a pair. I can make a new one, and I can switch. Now I can swap between these. And it's similar to the way that they do it on the Apple Watch. So in this case, if you pull down and you're basically in your lock screen, but the phone is not locked, now I can hold down and swap between my various existing lock screens. So I've had the default one, the one I just made, and now I can even add a new one, and that'll bring me back here. So I can pick a different feature one. So let's pick like the astronomy one. And again, here I can adjust all this if I want to. So in this case, the widgets are the calendar one. I think that's the Apple Watch. No, that's the weather one, and that's the alarm one. And so I can swap those out. So let's pick battery. Let's pick that one. And I have to remove a widget first, so let's get rid of that. And now add that. Okay, so still customizable. And in this case, I think this picture is live to the current, position of the Earth. So I guess the sun is coming up over East Africa, South America. It's just nighttime in the west coast of the US. I don't know if that's correct or not, but basically that's what it's saying. And here I can even do different options. So I can do Earth detail. I can do the moon phase. I can do, is it a full moon right now? I can do details. I can even show the position of the solar system. So really like way fancy. And again, keep in mind that these are dynamic. So if I were to open this tomorrow, the Earth would be slightly, closer or whatever. So I guess we're pretty close to Mars right now. So again, I can choose set as a pair or whatever. Let's just set as a wallpaper pair. And so let's see, I'll pick that as my lock screen now. And so I have to turn on GPS. Okay, anyway. So yeah, now it shows up in the background. I don't think that's actually better because it's kind of useless. It's kind of hard to see, but it's better when it's here. And I guess it's kind of fun if you're out in this in the night sky. You can look up and then figure out which is which. So anyway, that's how you set the home screen and lock screen. Oh, one other thing, there's actually one more way to set a wallpaper. And if you go to your photo album, if you're scrolling through your photo album and you see a photo that you really like let's pick this Buzz Lightyear one again, you can actually now go here and you can, amongst other things, you can add it as a wallpaper, use as wallpaper. So you can, I guess, still adjust it. Yeah, you can adjust it. You can set the widgets. And then when you do done, it asks you the same thing. Do you want to use it as a wallpaper pair? In this case, the default is to have it show up as fuzzy here. So yeah, now if I go back here, it should give me the option of scrolling between all of the ones I've made. So there you go. That's how you set the wallpaper on an iPhone 14 Pro Max. Also works on a 14 and a 14 Pro. Okay, see you guys next time. Bye. Everyone, welcome back to HowTechs. Today I have a deep purple iPhone 14 Pro. And in today's video, we're going to show you how to insert and remove a physical SIM. So before we start...